day. From Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to Week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Arizona Cardinals and the Las Vegas Raiders. Again, everyone, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in off a loss in the open. Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Arizona's offense takes the field, and no surprises. The man that's guiding them, the Pro Bowler in his 4th season at the wheel of this offense, Kyler Murray.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
First carry for James Conner. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Murray. And the Raiders have got him. Chandler Jones, one of the best athletes to ever come out of Rochester, New York, in for the sack. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable. And sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Murray now on 1st down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Now we get a stoppage because a member of the Raiders shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now Murray. And this is Ertz with it, right side. Their opening drive here is going to result in a punt. They got 7 yards there, but not enough.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On fourth down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And as the Raiders take over on offense, we get to see the man who has been the leader of this team for 9 seasons now, under center Derek Carr.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 17 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
It's a pretty mediocre week for him on the ground. Certainly a boon to his offense if he can get a little more output on his touches this week. He should get some more early carries as his team tries to get him into a rhythm.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And incomplete on the deep ball. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, Carr. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Carr exits on 4th down, and on comes Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. Locates Ertz going across the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Green brings it in. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
A.J. Green makes a nice catch for a 1st down wearing that familiar number 18. But the uniform, a little bit unfamiliar. He did spend 9 seasons in Cincinnati, was their 2nd all-time leading receiver behind Chad Johnson before heading out west to join the Cardinals.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. 1st down, Murray. Short pass tip, but caught anyway. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. They run behind center with Conner. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It'll be Murray on the keeper. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray. Second touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. To throw again on second down. Carr back to Renfro again, complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. It's a jet sweep. This is Renfro. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. From the 45 on second down. Carr. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Carr going to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And the Raiders are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to.
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. After the turnover, here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. On second down, Connor looking for space. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. They'll fake it to Connor. Now Murray. He's got room past the 30, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. From the gun, Murray eluding the pressure right. And the catch made by Hopkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
Murray to air it out again. He's got Green. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Murray now to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Murray giving to Connor on the option. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw here complete into the hands of Ertz. And they'll work this down inside the 30. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. From the 17, Murray. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice, consistent gain.
So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On the run is Benjamin, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Eno Benjamin, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. So after the disappointment in the opening week loss, Charles, this looks like really a completely different football team.
They sure do, and I think they realize we can't start 0-2. And they're determined to not let it happen by the looks of things here in the early going.
Prater on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Week 2 underway around the NFL, and a reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener, the 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night a treat, a Monday night doubleheader, Tennessee and Buffalo, 7:15 Eastern, and then Minnesota and Philly kicking off a little over an hour later. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Raiders had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Kingsley Keke. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Carr.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Carr.
Same target. It's Jacobs again.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers to Kansas City a week ago, but they are out in front right now. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. Throwing again on 2nd down.
Murray caught by Green on the out route. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Really good effort. He does it himself, picks up 15, also picks up the first down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
To throw is Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Murray. This will be caught once again by Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes. They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
And he lost the football, and the Raiders pick it up. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 25 on second down, Carr under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Carr. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. From the gun now on 3rd down. Carr caught on the right side by Adams. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. In the game you're watching, it was the former #1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the 29, Carr. And that's complete to Adams. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Lets this go for Renfro downfield. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line. Carr now to throw. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Renfrow bringing it in over the middle. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Touchdown Raiders! Devontae Adams from 13 yards out. And the Raiders have cut it back within a score.
Well, you know, you can't get all the points back at once, but baby steps a good start.
A start that was sorely needed because this team looked like they might be out of this one, but getting a touchdown, getting back into it, gives them hope as they move forward.
Carr will look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was. And one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said. And they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Under pressure, they got him again. Chandler Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season. A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Here's Andy Lee now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken at the 46. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Play action. Now it's Carr. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. So good field position for the Cardinals as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And it's nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. They run it with Benjamin. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. And now here come the Raiders. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 from the 33. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Carr. Caught outright by Renfro. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. Shotgun now for Carr. Forced, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Isaiah Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Uses the stiff arm. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
They'll set up the screen for Eno Benjamin.
Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Murray. And the reception made by Grain.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
This is Benjamin.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Benjamin with it over the middle. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the 1st. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And he's going to miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and they'll be unable to build here onto their 5-point lead.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Well, these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, That allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Carr gonna throw. Open man, that's Renfro. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And after the broken tackle, couldn't get free for much space, taken down right at the 10. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Drake will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. And he is going to lose yardage here. Hustling through to break that play up, Max Crosby.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. On the ground, Benjamin. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's Murray. This is Ertz on the pitch and catch. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Here's Andy Lee now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. A 40-yard punt, no return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. He hits Adams complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there, a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 34. To throw his Carr. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Now Carr. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tyler Davidson fighting through and earning the sack. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. To throw, it's Carr. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And the Cards are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself in.
And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Chandler Jones, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
I'd like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush. What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Murray now. Benjamin's got it. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That goes for 14 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
You want to see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset? This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
They'll run on 1st down. Benjamin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 3rd and 2, and here's Murray. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Murray now on first down. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. On second down, Benjamin. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Third down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down. Murray now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game. But boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Jacobs. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running is Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Alex Leatherwood, the Alabama man, called for the penalty there. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. Made his first, this now from 42 yards out. Carlson able to put this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Kyler Murray now in the Cardinal offense. Down by 13, 54 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down. Murray now on first down, and that's caught by Williams. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Cardinals got to go quickly, hustling to the line. Finding Williams once more, complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Completes it to Benjamin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First down now, but that clock rolling. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Murray, one final try. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Las Vegas, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams.